Thank you very much. I am now off. There we go. Just a ring, and I'll know. Just a ring, and I'll know. Too bad because I. The line stayed on, I think. Okay, now it's off. So, yeah, I knew I was on mute the minute the phone rang. I got a call this morning. I think it was Bobby Cat or something that messaged me, and her message was cut off, like someone hung up on her. So, a little odd. Sorry about that. I wasn't in the house. Bad eye today, really bad eye. Bruce went and put spices in his meat, and oh goodness. Let me open that window here. It's getting hot in here. I like starting up all fucked up. Huh? Okay. Let's do this. Let's try this. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing okay. So yeah, my eye was pretty bad, so I'll try to tough as long as I can. We're going to be looking in high quality. I said, why not show the 5K video that I have, even though you guys see it in 420p, 720p, HD, or whatever, should get a better view. And thank you, Darla. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for the audio. Anthony, how's it going? His Highness is here. Ghost Rider requesting a flyby. 10-4. Be loud so we can hear you. You're flying by. Over and out, little feather. Big feather here. Morning to you too, Jules. Good evening, Mr. Hauser. I won't be in the chat. Major internet outage in the area. So I'm on my phone and can't read the comments. I'm sorry about that. How very kind and thoughtful of you, Hauser. Good luck with that, man. Sorry about that. Thanks, though, for stopping in, man. Andrew Simpson. Yes. Sorry about that, everybody. And thanks to the caller, of course. Yeah. Everything's backed up here, too. So when the phone was ringing here, you guys are still seeing me talking. You know, that's a little funny. That's how it is. Andrew, thanks a lot. Zoso Revival. Audio is back. Yes. 9 Noise. Mark, thank you very much. Niete noise. There's no noise. How's it going, Susan? Carlos and Owen, how are you guys doing? Thank you very much for being here. Yep, the sign language part of the program. No volume. Hey, Carlos, thank you very much. Now, at least now you can hear me, guys. Right on, Adeos. Safe back, my friend. Hopefully Transformers are good now. Well, you see, you know, Anthony, who says the Transformers don't live on the moon? Beard's coming back, by the way. Who says the Transformers are not in the moon? Or on Earth, actually. Yep. There you go, Andrew. I don't know how many times I've seen the news media do that. You know, once in a while they start and their audio is off. I've seen that quite a few times, actually. Thank you very much, Zoso. I appreciate that. Stay away from the spices, guys. There's weed in it. I'm telling you. Hey, Mexicali. Muchas gracias, amigo. Sergio, Velasquez, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from Mexicali. Thank you very much, bro, for stopping by. Thanks, Sergio. We have a good video today, too, guys. Short and sweet, 7-8 minutes, not too long. That would be my tower, my little water tower. People think I live in either Alaska or near Chernobyl. When they see that tower at the back of my house, it looks just like in Russian Chernobyl. Ah, yeah, he's grounded. That means he's going to have to land. I don't want him landing. I have him flying over the house to keep my my frequencies flowing. I have His Highness shoot anything and everything down except for drones, of course, in the area. Oh, wow. Oh, congratulations ahead of time, Mom. Wow, baby goats. They are the cutest, though, eh? All the noises that they're doing is so weird. YT supports 4K video. Please show in 4K sometimes. Absolutely, Anthony. I made all my videos in 4K and they never show up in 4K. I'm telling you, man, it is so frustrating. It is so maddening. Only now, and I hope it's still working, can people use translations on my channel, because, you know, if you speak Mexican like Sergio, the translations did not work here, but now they do. If somebody wants to use translations to translate everything I'm saying in my research videos, imagine people, Chinese, Mexican, Arabic, you know, that come to my channel, you know, and French and everything that they can't understand, even though I do have a French channel, but it's true. Anika, thanks, Anika. 107. It should be okay now, Mark. I hope so. I hope Mark can hear now. From the moon, much. Everything, Geronimo channel. Thank you very much. You've inspired me to film the moon much more. I've also captured a few anomalies. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Good for you. You must be proud of yourself too. But it's not easy, eh? Like, you're going to film for 18 nights and you're going to have one evening that you're going to have a capture like the one I'm going to show you that only lasts about 9-10 seconds. And sometimes they only last 3 or 4 seconds. And you show someone, it's an incredible video and you get only a couple of views and then that's it. It's over. And people drift on. There's lots of cool captures that we can see. Shenpen Senj. Thank you. Merci. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much, Darla. I thought it was just going to be me and Darla at one point. There was nobody else here. So, Mark, yeah, do let us know, Mark. I wonder if he can't hear. I hope he can. Yeah, boy. Right on, Julian H. You rock, man. Thanks a lot, brother. Pumping the iron. Maybe goes up to yin yang, yes. Hey, how's it going? Scout's House Mafia? Good evening, my fellow awakeners. Thank you very much. And it's nice to see that there are some people that are awake, eh? Because I'm telling you, a lot of people are not awake. They're like totally asleep. Alex, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Nick's Mayhem's in the house. Yeah, it must be allergies. I'm blowing my nose too. My nose is just leaking here. Bruce, that's gross. Oh no, I'm sorry, June. Sorry for waking up the goats. I'm a real Dr. Doolittle. Hello, Bobana. Bobana's in the house. We got evening. Evening. Hello, evening. No, hello, Evelyn. How are you? Thank you very much. Evelyn Saba in the house. Good morning, Bruce from New Zealand. Hugs and kisses. Wishing you a wonderful day and night. Same to you. I hope that coffee is good this morning for you, Evelyn. Right on, brother. You always remember. I'm not worried about Stephen A. It's always at the same time, my brother. That's what's sort of scaring me too, because I always come on at the same time, like since 216, and people are like, "Oh, he's on at 1 today." Yeah, I'm always on at 1. But don't forget, Stephen A. Do you know that? I'm sure you do. Yeah, you do come on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, guys, I stream at 5 p.m. It's the only day on Wednesday that I stream at 5 p.m. On Fridays, it's twice, 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Montreal time. Eastern Montreal time. Right on, Evelyn. Nice to have you as always. Alex, everybody. Absolutely smash the like button. It'll help because our subscriber counts are the subscriber count here is stuck. It's like we have pretend subscribers that come to the channel. That's insulting, eh? The guy just said, "Hey, wait a minute, I subscribed yesterday." They're compensating. Trolls have 200 or 300 channels. I don't know how they do it, actually, just compensate up and down. But the research continues out, so they can't stop that. And they can't produce UFO videos, so all they can do is right on, Andrew. I also have a Spanish channel, Astronomia of Nice. A Spanish channel, I have a French channel, I have an English channel. I have videos here, limited videos in Chinese, very perfectly spoken Chinese. No, not perfectly. Not bad, actually. I have some in the Russian language. And, for everyone around the world that is interested in knowing what happened to, what I'm doing in my research, I made a video for each of those languages with as much detail as I can to share and show that. Good afternoon to you too, Atsuki. Sorry about that. Thank you. Right on, guys. The family is here. Casa Nostra. How's it going, brother? Yes, sir, Mark. Sorry about that, brother. We are a loving family. I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. Thank you, Darla, as always. Keep those likes going, guys and gals. I appreciate that. Foreshadow, I want to thank you very much. We're going to look at a little bit, a shorty of a video, 7-8 minutes later, looking into some of the UFO research in 5K and 4K view of the surface. And I'm going to show you cities, okay? Constructed objects or cities. The objects that are constructed on the moon doesn't mean anybody's there in them. That could be machinery. A lot of you tell me that. And listen, these theories were there way before I even started the moon research. I brought a lot of my own theories to the table, but a lot of what I mentioned has already been mentioned in the past. In reality, everybody is trending. We're using the trends of others. When I started this research and I saw the space channels, they were all doing the same. They were presenting the work the same. The work looked the same. It was the same presentation and way that they're presenting it. Like nobody had any of their own ideas, right? Then, we're limited at what we can use, green screens and this. Yes, I could make the channel a lot more interesting and presentable and wear a suit and try to go all out. But in reality, I also don't want to overdo that side. I spend my life always trying to, and I'll never have any problems with that, trying to remain humble. Why would I not? I didn't do anything exceptional to the view of the entire world. But some of you people like me that are interested in knowing the truth about aliens and stuff realize that I saw some things that obviously does affect national security. They wouldn't want me to show it, even though I'm a nobody. You know what I mean when I say I'm a nobody. I'm not saying I'm a loser. I'm saying I'm a nobody when it comes to credible scientists, when it comes to accredited UFOs or ufologists. I study in ufology. I am a ufologist. I consider myself a ufologist, but I'm doing this without papers. I'm just sharing my work. I'm using common sense, using a lot of the same techniques as the other ufologists. As a matter of fact, a lot of ufologists are telling me that I have a very good technique and that there's some things that I've been doing that other ufologists and researchers weren't doing. So that I took that with a grain of salt, but it was a beautiful compliment. It encourages me to want to do the work more. And it's just like people are just not that lucky to get stuff crashing down on the moon. Like our friend here, who I inspired to view the moon more, is seeing more anomalies, but you have to really look. You have to be there for a long time. Or like me, You go outside, and in 30 seconds, you get this incredible, a spectacular event. I've been lucky, guys. I've been very, very lucky with some of the things that I've been capturing. Yeah, we really are. That's a fact, Stephen A. No, exactly. Because looking up, you see a lot of lights in the sky. We have some people here that love the channel that have never ever seen any lights in the sky, and trust me, they're looking up. We talk a lot about sometimes the hot spots, right? Like maybe my house has a lot more UFO activity. Maybe it's the central for the UFOs that are entering our atmosphere. Which, by the way, in the last video, thank you very much for the comments and for looking at the last few videos I posted about the UFOs that are acting very differently. They're invisible to the naked eye, which that never happened before. In all the years that I've shown UFOs, I've caught quite a few of invisible UFOs to the naked eye, but 94, probably 95%, 96% of them, 97% of them, you can see with the naked eye. But the ones going up in town, we can't see with the naked eye. That's a serious thing that's happening. Are they coming from the wires? I'm starting to wonder, are they using that energy? Are they coming from that energy? Or is it just a coincidence that, here's a good one. I'm the elevation here, I'm the lowest throughout Canada, very unusual, but like below 260 feet below sea level. And could that be that the UFOs are popping up here because they would be under the radar? If you look at how JDAM missiles and ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles will cross over in very low areas, and they shift areas all the time, but they're traveling low so that the radars won't attract them. It's easier for them to be anonymous and fly by without getting caught. So who says those UFOs or lights, whatever they may be, creatures, angels, demons, who knows? It's something, and it's something the government does not know what they are, or they declare that. I'm going to take a guess here, guys. I'm going to go out on a limb, and it's not because I heard anything, because I absolutely did not, nor did any of you, I'm sure. When is the next UFO report? This is the 10th time that every time I've mentioned it, it's happened. I'm going to predict October 31st, and I'm not bullshitting you. There's not anywhere out there that the date is predicted. Tim Burchett, representative of Congress for the state of Tennessee, along with Paula Luna, David Grush, and the other two whistleblowers that we had a chance to, three in all whistleblowers, that we had a chance to hear them said before Christmas, and or Tim Burchett said it could happen in a week or two. And this was about a week ago that they said that. I'm pretty sure October 31st will be a day that they're going to choose to talk about the UFO report, to have another UFO report. And don't forget, Tim Burchett got access to the information of the alien retrieval program. So this is something like beyond serious, guys. I'm so excited about it. Never has the news ever told us that much, ever in the past 2-3 years from what we heard. Everything's on hold. We're waiting for Luis Elizondo to friggin' talk. It's ridiculous, but they don't have the clearance. I see a lot of, I shouldn't say lefties, but maybe some people actually believe it. People are saying there's no evidence. And it's really uncool why people are saying that. There's actually physical evidence, but David Grush cannot talk or show it because he doesn't have the clearance. So everybody knows the only reason why we don't have the clearance is because they don't want us to know what's going on. That could be because they're doing nefarious things. As a matter of fact, I believe that it's related to the moon. I believe everything that we're doing here, even possibly the human trafficking, it's not a pleasant subject to talk about. And those of you that wake up, you know that it's not necessarily a beautiful story. It's actually a very scary Frankenstein story, the Depop and everything that's going on. It's ridiculous. It's, people are being mind controlled. Most people are walking zombies because they don't believe what's going on. They would not believe that the government could be that evil and to do anything bad against us. You got to use common sense, guys. I'm not saying you can't listen to the news, but you have to use common sense. No time for sleep anymore. I don't sleep much. Well, I'll tell you what, Susan, when I see them, there's always the factor of what's the depth of field? How far are they? That's like when I catch something going by the sun, it could be that it's going between me and the sun, or it's literally beside the sun. So these objects can be massive or very small, right? Based on the visual clarity of what I'm seeing, the big and small lights, they're really not far away. I went into town and they were directly over me, appearing in the sky, 0.9 kilometers, like 900 feet from me. That's where those lights are appearing. They are not at all by the St. Lawrence. That's many kilometers away. They're not even in the forests that are around the 5G tower, the biological lab, which William and a couple of people are saying, what's the relationship, if there is one, to where those lights are appearing? They're appearing right beside a 5G tower, a hydro junction, which is the most powerful power source. Those junctions, they bring the electricity to a town, my town, but there's also high tension wires a couple of hundred feet from me also, that go all the way down towards St. Anisette and whatnot. So is that the reason why we're seeing some of those lights? I'm not sure, but long story short, to answer your question, Susan, I can visually try to help you with that. They look like the size of Kai's smart car. Just looks like a smart car, maybe a bit bigger than a smart car, but a small vehicle, maybe a small, tiny truck, or it looks like the size of something big enough for, let's say, me, or a big 300-pounder to be sitting in it maximum. Okay. That's the size of the lights from what I perceive, right? But if the lights are far outside into space and they're giant, somebody commented the other day, if it's motherships, Bruce, that are very, very far away lifting up in the north, that could also be too. But honestly, looking at what I'm seeing, it's reflecting off trees and stuff like that. The infrared is showing us the light, the engagement the light has with the atmosphere and with the surrounding area. And those lights are interacting close to the surface, I believe. Maybe we'll never know. Right on, His Highness. Same to you, my brother. Hey there, how's it going? Massive seizure last night. Gonna mostly lurk. Sending you some energy, Kai. Kai, you probably tried everything under the sun, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, bro. I'm worried about you, man. But actually, no, I'm not worried about you. You take care of yourself so freaking good. But honestly, Alex Jones, banned on video, whether you like him or not, there is one of his vitamins or something he has in a bottle that is causing the seizures of many people to be a lot less. I'd have to get the name for that. I don't know if you look up once in a while and try some remedies or whatnot, but Alex Jones was talking about that the other day. I'm going to have to check that out for you, man. Thanks for being here, brother. Rose Cullum, I thank you very much. Well, late, but so was I. I was a little late too. Busy preparing for autumn, lurking for support. Love you for it. Same here, Rose. That's what I've been doing this week. I have a very small piece of land, if we can call it land, a porch, eh? But I closed it up, cut down the many flowers this year. I got like 6, 7, 8 plum trees here. Now, hopefully in a couple of years, in 2 years, I'll have about 50 to 100 pounds of plums that I'll be able to distribute to the cool neighbors, which is only 1 or 2. So that's good. And the rest to my mom, my son, my brother, and my nephews. I ate some plums this year for the first time in my trees. It was awesome. They were really good. Cherry plums. Now I want coffee. Does anybody want some coffee? How many are we here? Over 76. Yeah, we're limited today. That's okay. A guy with a channel name Forkin this morning or yesterday, I think it was this morning, came and commented on my last video, and every time I replied 3 times to him, and YouTube frigging adds another word when you write a word. So I write Forkin, welcome, and it wrote foreskin, welcome. Thanks a lot, foreskin, on the other comment. And the other one, I greatly appreciate that, foreskin. So you could imagine how friggin' I was laughing. And I said, listen, I'm sorry, foreskin. I did not, I was not forking around, and I'm sorry that happened. So if you guys see some weird replies back, and it's because I didn't notice a name, you'll understand why. Thank you so much, Darla. Yeah, Andrew, welcome, man. Should work together for the video capture. Use NIST time standard to sync several views if possible. Yeah, I tried it a couple of times with some people. I was supposed to do that with Marty, also in California. Sorry, in Arizona. And also a good idea. We'll get some comparisons, some differences in views, right? Not a crazy idea. Hey, Crazy Music Space Jam is in the house. That's our friend Elias Valhatla that is here. And if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow, I think it is this weekend. What? My third eye is red, eh? This weekend, he's going to be doing a stream. He always has cool streams. He shows new instruments, and there's a whole bunch of different unique instruments that he also bought. He'll be making more videos of that. But all the English people go over to his channel. He's bilingual, and we make him work like a dog. He's always answering us in English. And of course, he has his French community that goes over. So you guys can check him out on Saturday. That's tomorrow. And I do believe it will be with that channel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Crazy Music Space Jam. Boy, gonna have to flip it back to the beginning. Hey, right on, Mr. X. Indeed. Welcome, brother. Thanks, man. Love you guys. Really appreciate the incredible support you give the channel. If not, I wouldn't be here. I mean that. Wonderful coffee. Thank you. It's caramel coffee. I'm hooked on. Oh, yeah. Well, I used to be hooked on caramel coffee. Really made my ass and my my body expand, let's say. Fogging up my glasses here. Evelyn's fogging up my glasses all the time. Thought it was 3, my bad. Right on, man. I guess those streams just go longer. I don't know. Yes. Yes. You're right about that. It's funny you say that. Last stream, there. That's why you said that. Last stream I did finish at 3:50. So a lot of people probably thought I streamed from 2 to 3, or was it 3 or 1, 2, 3? No, I think I finished at 4 and something like that. And people were like, "What the hell time is he streaming?" Sorry about that. Oh, that's right, Halloween. Oh, actually, mark my words, it will be October 31st that they're going to give us that UFO report. At least one person remember to come back and tell me that I was right, because it happens every time, Darla. I'm always right. I'm guessing a whole bunch of stuff, I guess stuff, through intuition, through common sense, through my inner voice, my inner guided voice, the voice guiding me. It's like I don't need to research. It's like everything's coming in. It's like it's coming in. It's like this connection, Wi-Fi connection, that stuff is always coming in. Never as much as this year. This year, I've had many awakenings, but this year, it's like I feel that, how can I say it? Like I'm a little infant. I've been an infant for 3 years. My eyes weren't fully open, and now my eyes are fully open, and I'm starting to see and understand a whole bunch of stuff. It's simple. If you're awake, everyone around you will either sound a little weird or not agree with you, or you have to be careful when you're talking with someone and you've known for many years that there's something on the moon. Like when I talk to the neighbors, I don't go next door and say the moon's inhabited. I do, laughing, and they laugh too. I laugh a lot because they don't believe it's inhabited, right? But I said, imagine though, like trillions of planets. They answer me, trillions of planets? No. There's 8 or 9 planets, but there's no other planets out there in space. So, well, of course, there's exoplanets. What's an exoplanet? That's where they're at, right? So it's planets, there's planetoids, asteroids the size of planets. I mean, there's 100,000 of them just around Earth and lower Earth orbit, and they're like, where are you getting your information? because people don't look in depth enough. It's not because I know stuff that other people don't. I'm just researching, and yeah, I've done a lot of research, like finding out everything related to what I'm capturing on the moon is what made me look into light, how light works. And you have to go into physics just a little bit because I'm no brain and no genius. Absolutely not. But it helps us understand certain things. When I'm visual. I'll see someone, well, I guess visual. I'm a musician. I think I should be visual and auditive, but apparently I'm not. Goes in one ear and goes out the other. Too distracted by a fart or a fly in a room or something like that, right? Without being medicated. Go to the school. Oh, he has attention deficit disorder. Oh, he's got autism. Oh, he's got this. He's got that. So we all have differences. And that's what all those diseases are that are labeled all around the world. It's just differences with people, That's how I see it. Yeah, man. It's been a hell of a month this month too, actually. Sorry to hear about that, Kai, man. That's not cool. Thank you very much, Janice Hobson. 3 times I've subscribed to your channel. Why? Who is unsubscribing me? Listen, I love you a lot, Janice, for letting me know that, though, because it happens a lot. A lot of people are getting subscribed and unsubscribed. And of course, there are some trolls that deliberately subscribe and unsubscribe. They'll be the first to come into the it's like a game of Clue. Somebody comes here and says, I just subscribed to your channel. Now people are going to say, oh, Bruce is going to think that we're trolls then or something. No, of course not. But you can't know. You can't know. It's like a game of Clue. Can't accuse someone of being a troll. How can you accuse someone of being a troll unless you really know, they show it themselves. A troll will show him or herself. They don't like not trolling. If they're there to troll, they want you to know that you are a troll and they're going to try to troll you. But there's definitely glitches on YouTube. Even before talking about hackers or trolls, there's a lot of glitches on YouTube too. And unfortunately, I'm afraid that the unsubbing is definitely one of those damn glitches that YouTube is definitely doing. Unfortunately. Remember when the UN Army camp, yes, came for the truckers? Yes, I do. Right in Ottawa, man. Google UN Army and PED. They are monsters. The UN are pets, man. Yeah, like I confirm what you just said. All the information's out. The Alex Jones Band video, Infowars.com, all the real documents of what they're doing and stuff. UN, horrible guy. And obviously, the ideal is to get everybody with NATO and, the UN's taking over. There's a problem. They send UN people. They send some of those bastards to Ottawa too. And literally, okay, Iranian people from Jerusalem, Iranian, I'm going to name a whole bunch of places, Afghanistan, Syria. These people were Arabs, masked, like looked like terrorists that were running through the streets of Ottawa, knocking on businesses and starting giving bullshit orders to people. These people, hey, some of you, I don't know if some of you didn't know this, but the Ottawa Police, the entire police station quit, including the one operating the police station. Then they brought in Shithead in Ottawa, very Nazi-like guy in charge of the Ottawa police station. I don't know if he's still there now, but he was right during the trucker thing. They did a whole bunch of things. Those bastards wanted to tow the tow trucks away. So the government was trying to get the tow trucks to tow them away, but the tow trucks refused. They said, sorry, this is not answering, or no time. Sorry, you told us to mind our businesses and whatever. So, fix it up yourself. At the beginning, the police officers in Ottawa, I saw it with my own eyes. Very nice gesture. Don't forget, the Ottawa police that were all acting bad and stuff like that, they're not bad, eh? There's always actors. The ones that are being bad, that are police officers and hitting on people, is because they're paid to be bad acting police officers, right? Usually, around the world, police officers, you'd become a police officer because you want to help people, right? Or you want to, maybe you like authority, but that's okay. You can still do a good job if you're good at authoritative, actions or whatnot. But a lot of power tripping and a lot of stuff going on. shooting rubber bullets and spraying literally kids in the eyes at Ottawa. And we didn't do anything. Remember the day we brought the spas in? That's when shit started to hit the fan. We were bringing in spas and people were having spas. People were playing friggin' Canadian street hockey and the kids were having a lot of fun. And we were labeled as Nazi terrorists. Can you imagine that? From Trudeau, the Nazi himself. It's so funny. It is so funny that he did that. Didn't want to linger on that, but made me think of that real quickly. Right on, Anthony. I guess we all had a hard week, I guess, eh? Sydney Kitchell Williams. Hi, how are you? Hi, Bruce. Just joined the live. Hey, thank you very much for doing so. Hi from Montreal. I first learned of you from interviews with Jean-Claude. Oh, Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003. Thank you very much. And I've been following you for a few months now. I love you for it. Sydney, thank you. Really enjoying your content, opening my eyes. And Mindy, thanks you guys so much. Honestly, and welcome to the community. We're a close-knit family here. We really are the same good people that keep coming back. You need help, you want to know something, you can't get around too easily in the community. You can always ask all these amazing people that are here. Speaking of amazing people, TTs, I'm just in with my feet and tuned in. Right on. Thank you very much. Hey, the tricky world. Thanks, you guys. Incredible community that I have. Very supportive people. I love you guys so much. He said, sure wasn't me buzzing the tower. That could be too. Hey, young lady, Patriot 65. Love ya. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the views, the comments, and everything you guys do to help this channel grow. Thank you so much, Darla. Absolutely. I hope everybody does enjoy it. Havesword, so I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Right hook from Buzz Aldrin. Oh, miss me. He's fast, the bugger, right? That's a good one. Lunar Wave is what led me here a long time ago now. Andrew, wow, thanks for sharing that. We're going to take a very close look at it in some footage that you've not seen in that quality. Hopefully, we will see some good quality. Excuse me. I also was able to capture more than one lunar wave, guys. There's constantly waves going by on the moon, not constantly 24/7. Probably is, but I don't see them 24/7. But you get some lighter waves where it is really a wave. And honestly, 99% of you that don't have scopes do not see the difference of the oscillation and the wave. You're going to see it now in the video. The oscillation on the surface due to hot temperatures from where you're filming is not the wave that goes by. And by the way, it's a double ripple that I caught on the moon going over top of the moon with the 14-inch telescope, with the Nikon D850 and in 5K and 4K, sorry. The debris that hit the moon was in 5K. It's a big ass box on my desktop, really big movie, really elongated. And it was like 27 jigs. And I tried to get as much quality as I could into it. As a matter of fact, that's how I cheated here on YouTube. I was doing 8K, 12K videos. And YouTube was saying, well, there's no 12K, no 8K, like especially way back. Yes, now supposedly they take 4K. I saw Darla make a 4K video with her phone the other day, and it's like, wow. But they're not putting mine in 4K. They really are not. And something very important, you just reminded me, you guys, for mentioning this. How many of you actually click on the button on the bottom to see if you're in HD? I don't even do it myself. Do it and be sure you click on HD. If it says 420p, that's a common known glitch on YouTube where you're not in 420p, you're probably in 1080p, but you're going to see 420p. It's another glitch that supposedly happened a while ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know if it's still like that though. Joey D, how's it going, brother? Got the hiccups now. Thanks, young lady. Patriot 65. Careful for them soul catchers on the moon. And another, yeah, man. Bringing up some scary stuff. if those lights that I am filming on the moon and everyone that is up there is dark or demonic, my brother Alex, Jason John Swartz, possibly exists that they could be demonic. And we have a lot of good conversation, my brother and I, about that. I don't really see our opinions as that different. It's the terms that we use. I'll use UFO, I'll say UFOs or UAPs, or some people say those are demons. And one person like me will feel that maybe they're angels. I sort of feel what I encountered here on Earth is angelic. I don't know if what's on the moon is angelic. I hope so. I would hope so. You could be absolutely right, though. Thanks a lot, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. A lot. Thanks so much, Darla. Thanks for everything you do, Darla. Yeah, shadow banned. And a lot of people will say they're shadow banned, and you go and look at their social blade and they got hundreds of thousands of views coming in. Notice some very particular patterns here is that I remain at either 1,800, 2,300 views, or like the last video, broke up to about 4,003, which took almost about half a week for me to get from between the 3,008 to 4,003. Took 2, 3, 4 days. And the comments, like the last video, comments are limited at 100. When I answer comments, we can go up to 200, 250. We never get 200 comments on the video. The last video that got almost 5,000 views still doesn't have 300 comments. So you're like, what do you mean? It stopped at 271 about 6 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and it doesn't go up. Maybe I'll get a comment every day or so. Here's the horrific truth of what I never told you. You might not believe this one. All my videos here, guys, almost 3,000 videos, including all the live streams. Only my last 3 to 7 videos, maybe 10 videos, will get a view once in a while. The last 10. All the other videos that I produce don't get a views. But the oldest one, who called, I think there's Structures on the Moon or something, is approaching 500,000 views. And I hate the bloody video because it was done with my old telescope, and everybody floods to that video and asks me, Bruce, when are you getting your 14-inch scope? It's like I'm living in a dream world, right? People, no matter what your age, get it in your heads, guys. Uploads. You go to a channel, you see his or her lives are all there, and all the uploads are there. And you scroll back 5, 10 videos, and you get all the videos that I've been posting. It's like not everybody knows that. Leah, thank you very much. Chrissy Lindsay said to say hello, everyone, and she misses being here today. Thank you so much. We miss you, Christy. Thanks, Leah. I love you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Christy's working her ass off right now, especially now before the winter time on the farm. Yeah, thank you very much, Leah. Very kind of you. Absolutely, His Highness. Keep abducting them. Thanks, Leah. Keep abducting them, bro. Drop them off overhead. Let them drop into the forest here. Thanks a lot, Stephen A. Stephen A, who I can never put into my settings. And if I try it here again, no, I can't even get to his channel. You guys, I guess, can get to people's channels, but I can't. Stupid, eh? And when I went to Stephen A's channel, I can't put him in the settings. And I don't know why. It doesn't even read your channel, man. Do a test. Ask somebody to feature your channel. See if it works. Honestly, they're not going to be able to feature your channel, and I have no freaking idea why. Does anyone watch Jeff Mara podcast? I keep asking him to put Bruce on the show. So can anyone back me up? Thanks, Susan Ravella. Jeff Mara, I could ring a bell. I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, you guys, thanks. And you said it the other day in a comment yesterday, I think. Sharing out, or was it that was Jackie, I think. But a lot of you are sharing out my work, and guys, I honestly really appreciate it, because if not, I wouldn't be reaching new people at all. That's a fact. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I try. It's hard. it's hard remaining humble when you're, when you're that good. It's, it's like asking yourself, it's like, hey, Bruce, you're the king, you're the shit. Like, pretend you're not. I'm kidding, by the way. Thank you so much, Joey D. You guys are my energy. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, I'm way up there. I got to get down there. Alex has some videos of UAPs himself. You guys can check it out, man. We're a family, man. We visit all our channels. Usually we all get around to each other's channels. I'll have to get there myself too, man. I agree with that, Daniel. Scarborough. Absolutely. Lucky. There is no luck, only preparedness and opportunity. I like that. Thank you. And I agree with you, Daniel. Thank you. Yep. And Super South. Yeah. It's like, and Stephen A, nobody's noticing that. Not a lot of people notice that. Us here, we've noticed it. And not a lot of people are noticing that. Absolutely, Anthony. Is Paul Hawkins here? Oh, there he is. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Thanks for coming back, bro. Appreciate that. Hello, everyone. Thanks, Bruce, for all the excellent work. Love you, man. Thank you very much for the encouragement. I appreciate that. Thanks for the inspiration. Too many don't pay attention, like Anthony says. Absolutely. Could have the Death Star in orbit and they would notice. Yeah, exactly. And like the moon itself could possibly be a Death Star. Naked eyes. Yep, mine are naked. They're always exposed. Broad daylight with a saucer I saw. Was that a tea saucer or he's flying around with his, having his tea? Maybe the UFO chooses who gets to see them. Me, Alex, I don't know if it was you that mentioned that at one point before, but I agree with that 100%. Honestly, the traumatism that I went through when I lost my father at a young age, there was a lot of trauma in my life and my family's life and all of our lives. But at a young age, I believe that that's why some, Pandora's box or door did open up. And at the young age, I should not have felt that it was my father coming back to see me. I should have felt that it was an evil ghost. They're talking about a 6.5-year-old kid who every time I'd see a spirit or light or something like that, I would go towards it. I'd try to hug it. I thought it was my dad. Then some of you, when I started this research, said, what if there's aliens or demons or something that you're also interacting with? And I went, holy shit. I had not thought of that. For me, everything was spiritual. But again, I appreciate all the theories. There's lots of theories here that I got from you guys and gals. I get a lot of theories from you all, different opinions and stuff like that. So try to say hi to Kai every time I press enter. It deletes what the... I'm sure there is a troll that is hacking, scripting, and doing some stuff here this week on my channel. Also, when they're pinging my channel, when they're trying to take my channel down, because there are hackers and shitheads doing stuff, your comments disappear, my comments disappear. How many problems did I have this week? It was horrendous. I couldn't see anybody's comment. I have to still go on to the video to see the comments. So when somebody replies to me, when I go on your channel and hi, thanks for sharing, and you reply to me, thanks a lot, Bruce, I appreciate it, and stuff like that, I won't know if you commented unless I go back to the bloody channel. It's always like that. It gets me so mad. Paul says, Hawkins says, didn't Crow 777 get shut down for showing the lunar wave phenomenon? It could be, but I tend to think that it was him that wanted to stop and do his podcast, because I'm really not sure if he was shut down at all. I know that he got maybe some comeback with the lunar wave, but he wanted to do the podcast and write a book and to do radio, I guess, or something like that. His radio talk show that he wanted to do. It was an incredible capture. He had some really good captures. I had a chance to do a very short interview with him and talk about a few things. He doesn't believe you can leave Earth. That's where I'm open-minded enough to believe that he could be right. But that's the difference with him and I right there. I know we are, or someone is, coming to and from the moon and Earth, whether it be humans or not. Somebody definitely is. Sometimes it's debris, that I can film. Like you're going to see the piece that I show you, the incredible 5K, incredible view. You're going to see it very well. And every frame, the object's on fire and it's changing shape and form. It's incredible, man. When I caught that, I had tears because I saw the effort and how hard it was for everybody to show stuff on the moon, and the bullshit videos, unclarity that you see in the videos, the olden day images of NASA completely pixelated, where between the pixelation squares that people are trying to show buildings and stuff like that. Well, mine's not pixelated like that. And we're talking 60 years later with a 14-inch telescope, Stephen Hawking's had a scope like me, by the way. I had the same telescope as him, except bigger because he had an 11-inch. And Hawking's had that telescope because it was able to beam through thick lights because he was surrounded by lights. And the my telescope does very well through light, does really, really well. One guy this week said my infrared wasn't working very well because it picked up too much light. Drum roll, please. Crazy Music Space Jam. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks again, Leah. And Elias says, Bruce, your last video was really great. Thank you very much, man. Everyone, don't forget your thumb for the channel. Love you, BSA family. Love you more, man. Merci, mon frère. Like I said, he's streaming tomorrow, right? If I wasn't wrong, he'll be streaming tomorrow, so you guys can come on by. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow afternoon on his channel. So if you want to find out when he's streaming, ask him or head on over to his channel, subscribe, and you'll be prepared for when he does stream. Scrolling down. Oh, LA is there. I hate scrolling over her. Why did I do that again? Let me go back up here. Oh, yes, Stephen A. You know it. You know it. It's going to come. More is going to come here. Any places to rent in your neck of the woods? Alex, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess. I probably would say, yeah, lots. Apartments, so buildings, possibly a lot of houses also for rent too in my area for sure. Absolutely. From here to Ormstown is probably if I was to guess, I probably would think that there was. Absolutely. Lots of lights here too. LA's there. Let me go up. Mix ma'am. Question. I'm going backwards here. Bruce, how will you cope with power lines and the like with the drone and infrared? I cannot wait to see what will be amazing footage, though. It will be. Don't forget, I'm going to start off by flying with the ducks, right? I have a lot of ideals, a lot of stuff that I want to do and I want to try. And don't forget, maybe go for a little drive over the border. Never know. I'm not really there. There's something in the air flying that I have to absolutely be careful for wires. You're not allowed flying drones. I have to look at the laws and rules and laws of where we can fly the drones. Most often when I'm going to be filming with the drone, probably won't be mentioning the location. Could have some problems, right? I don't give a crap. Drones are made to be flown, and I will fly them. I won't fly them in dangerous areas, though, right? Good for flying over fires. Also, I want to have the thermal also on it so that to be able to look at the heat signatures inside of the woods, to look where there's areas where it's warmer, to look over the water, the St. Lawrence, to look for the hot areas in the water. I want to look near the St. Lawrence where St. Anisette is to see if I can see any lights going up there at night. These are areas where I'd have to go around and check out, Oh, Anika drove. Yeah. Thank you, Anika. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, yes. There's no two ways about it. We are going to get it. Reason why I said January, because I'm going to have to save up many thousands of dollars to get it, and I will. And I'm going to pay it too, the balance. Honestly, no worries. But, oh, yeah, that's true. Elias got some plums too. Were they good, man? Yeah, I know. I thought of it, but I had just started fasting Graphics Nut Love the name. I had just started fasting, so I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Anika, thank you so very much for that. I really appreciate that, you guys. Incredible. Yeah, I called them foreskin. If you can imagine me doing that. And I really regretted it, only seeing that the next day. Talk about an insult. Fruit and Veg Man, come into out of state, and he lets out a holler like Tarzan. Oh, hello, LA. LA in the house. Sorry for missing that. Let me scroll all the way down. Cat I am's here. Thanks for coming back. Bonjour, mes amis. Cat, merci vraiment beaucoup de toujours de revenir. C'est bien apprécié. I think Bruce's photographs the moon ship base, but many of us only see the fake projection that you can see through. Susan, I got scared. I mentioned that to my mom many years ago. At one point, I'm saying, honestly, I'm showing something on the video. Like, I'm going to show you a city of structures, guys. Okay, with no filtering, and it just so happens that you're going to see the city with a double lunar wave going over top of the freaking city. I mean, you can't get better than that, right? But most people, maybe even some of you, will look at it. If you tell me, where does he want us to look? Because I'm not going to tell you where to look. It's dead center, what I'm going to show. You're going to see over 150 connections in the footage of 15 seconds that I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to replay it at another moment in time in history, a month or two later, where the lunar wave is going over the moon. I'm going to show you a lunar wave that is not strong. I'm going to show you a single wave. I'm going to show you a double strong lunar wave. So that's cool here, which I've showed before. I have showed it before. I'm going to try to show it clearer than I have. B. Freeman in the house. Janine, comment ça va? Atelier sur le médiumnité, Marlène Coulombe, du vin. Super, Janine, j'espère. Expérience à l'hôtel Sandman. Wow. Hey, super. Je suis content que tu as passé un beau week-end. Is Grip Ripper here in the house? Oh no. Poop you. Where is he? Grip Ripper in the house. Don't. Cheers for the shout out in yesterday's show. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Paul. Guys, I don't have my regular editor. No thank you needed. Paul, thank you very much for everything that all of you have done here. Pamela Benoit, salut, hello. Thanks a lot, Paul. So I don't have my old editor. I'm going to stick your name and blend it in the back with everything, but it doesn't matter. Nice big box there. I could put Christy's name up, Darla's name, Leah's name up, the contributions, the extra stuff people sent me. That was only for myevent.com, but in reality, when I see, and I saw a message, Paul, must have been, I think 2 or 3 days ago, where you asked, you go, hey, cool, nice to see all the names. Like, what do we do to, to be able to have the name there? You did a lot. It's already done. So thank you so much. Pleasure, Paul. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for appreciating the research, you guys. I appreciate that. What happened with our friend, Grip Ripper? Let me scroll back up. Grip Ripper. How come I missed them? Damn it. Told Linda on Earth Files last night my werewolf story. She liked it and gave me a heart. Wow. Well, why don't you go back to talk to our Linda Malt now? Okay, Linda on Earth File. Oh, yeah, it is Linda Malt now. You ever heard of Bruce? That's wow. How many times have I tried to email her at the beginning? She wants to get an interview with an alien. Well, I'll tell her, I'll show her where they are. I'll show them flying around, but I won't get an interview for her. So, who is so blind that they can't see all the activity on the moon? Well said, Evelyn. Including buildings, blah, blah, Can't debate the truth anymore. It's true. That's how it is. I'm still looking for Grit Ripper here. Huge solar flare yesterday. I think they trigger the seizing the more Earth facing. I don't think so, man. Hang on right there, brother. I'm gonna go see. It's funny you say that, though, man. Well, not funny at all. I've been showing the sky like you saw in the last video. That was really fucked up, man. All those lines that I could see in the sky like that. So let me double check on my area here. Oh, oh. No, Kai, but yes. And let me explain it. New forecast predicts quicker, stronger peaks of solar activity. This was declared October 26th, yesterday at 16:53 UTC time. And the new experimental solar cycle prediction issued on the 25th of October concludes that solar activity will increase more quickly and peak at a higher level than previously predicted back in 2019. Get ready, guys. Get ready. I told you since the 26th of July, since the 29th of July or the 26th of July, since the UFO report, there's not been other UFO, I'm thinking of UFOs, solar activity facing us, except for the 2nd of September. There's stormy space weather ahead. They're predicting something to come. And now in the 26th, new forecast predicts AI, guys. They're using AI now. This is all new. That's why they're going to have new predictions, right? And AI could be doing good with the predictions also. So leading up to 2025, we're going to see some real serious shit. So, hey, Canada, get ready. You could be either swimming at Christmas or in an ice storm. The weather is going to be total turmoil, is the way I look at that. So, no, there's not been any corona mass ejection or solar storm, but the last was the 29th of July, an S2 solar radiation storm, an Earth-directed coronal mass ejection. So, like I said, since the 29th of July, we've not had anything come to us yet. But here's the problem. I think the next one could black us out. And I'm not saying that to scare people. This is the year 2 there, guys. I've been filming all the sunspots, right? They've been pretty aggressive. When's the last time you've seen me post a video? The last UFO report. Haven't seen a sunspot on the, well, actually, not true. I showed you the sunspots during the eclipse, the partial eclipse. We were able to see 2 sunspots on the sun, but that was the most activity that I've seen since that time. So yeah, we looked into that too. We'll see that video soon here too. Let me scroll all the way down now. Hey, some more coffee. Good news. Sheep go to slaughter, thinking some dude dressed on Jesus must be. Yeah, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to kill Jesus every time he comes down. Every time Jesus is going to present himself, there's always someone's going to kill him saying he's a devil, right? Because everything's the opposite. Be the arrow is here. Thank you very much. I'm going to get some more coffee. When you're in What's the time here? 1:42. Bruce, you're late. Scroll down, Bruce. On my toy going now. I need to get a tripod. My hand moves too much. I should have it mastered today. Hang on here. Are we talking infrared? I hope. I knew a chick named Darla way back in the day. Really? I had never even heard that name. I love the name, but never heard of it. Uh-oh. What's he doing again? Pamela Benoit, thanks a lot, for coming by. Hi from Montreal. Hope you're interested in UFO videos, asteroids, you name it. I get it here, right? Stephen A. Ask Stephen A. Bruce gets everything here. Is there anything that some space channels have gotten that I've not shown yet? Probably, hopeful. Bruce, obviously. Are these wave effects possibly Earth-based atmospheric phenomena? Yes, Paul, in theory, it could absolutely be. What we're seeing going by between me and the moon, that we're going to look at right now, could actually be something that's going by here around Earth. Yeah, absolutely. The same, Paul, with everything that I catch, like what you're going to see falling and hitting the moon. The object I'm going to show you, I know hit the moon because some of you are going to know. I showed the video where it crashed into the moon and a massive flame, thousands of feet, went up. So you can imagine how big of a hole was put into the moon at that very moment. Vladimir, Serbia in the house. Thank you very much. Hi to all good souls there. Vladimir, thank you. My friend from Serbia, that rocks. And we're going to see those waves, Paul, in a couple of seconds here. Looking forward, Paul, to hearing about it, man. Yes, Anika. Funny Live, absolutely. We are going to be streaming tomorrow, too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, man. Sorry about that, bro. That really sucks, man. I send you a shitload of energy, too. That's the worst of it. Some humans, we have completely different, I can't even explain myself. It's like we're all humans, but we're all so bloody different, just with a lot of similarities. But it's like we're all unique. What if every human is a unique individual? Well, we are, right? We have our own prints, paw prints. We have our own uh, shape of a face. Ever look into how many faces and shapes there are? Did you know that there's a limited amount? So all the people that are born way back hundreds of thousands of years ago and today, there's only like 10, 20 faces that keep appearing over and over again. That's interesting, eh? Well, I think it is. I think it is, but a lot of people are going to say, gives a shit. On or near the equinox, but many are finding more, such as Bruce. Absolutely, Andrew. Yeah, listen, I had a chance to see quite a few lunar waves and smaller lunar waves also. You're going to see them. We're going to look at two events. One was a big wave, and then a smaller wave went by. And I want you to see the difference, that it's not the oscillation. What goes like this on the moon, okay, is not something going by. And that's an actual wave going by. And like Paul said, it could actually even be beside Earth. I'm positively sure that many people probably would have mentioned that in theories a long time ago. Want to send me a UFO or UFO parts so I can build my own parts? That's the place. Want to mail yourself? It's a small box. So I've been here a few times. Definitely spread your videos. Ryan Lewis, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, bro. I love you, man. To others, but just wondering, what do you suppose is going on the moon? Why so much activity back and forth? Is it them or us? I still don't even know that question. It could be us that are working with aliens. And again, that's theories that you all know have been brought up before I was even here on YouTube, right? But now, it I like the story of the theory of a breakaway civilization, Ryan. Like if it's humans that are there and that have always been there, and that maybe the entire universe is populated with humans. They declared hours ago on Space News, space.com, I think. They said that the civilizations out there in space are making bacon as fast as they can, and they're going on every other planet and exoplanet out there. they just found a whole shitload of habitable ice worlds. And it's not that far from us, guys, a couple of light years away, which is very far because we can't get there using a fast spacecraft, guys. You know, you'll travel as fast as a lightning for 100,000 years. That's how far some of these places are. You know how far a light year is? Very far. Many trillions, what, like of miles or kilometers, all right? So you give you an idea of how far they can be. So in reality, we're trying to get fast spaceships, but the aliens aren't traveling fast. The aliens are teleporting themselves. They're going from one area to another. So if you look at the differences we're talking theory here, an advanced alien race, what would be the difference? Nothing. They're able to cross over. They're able to go in and out, and they're able to see different frequencies. So NASA and scientists are working on back engineering alien tech to be able to create their own spaceships, but we don't have the speed. We don't have the proper propulsion type. We don't have enough any element to be able to, except for element 115. I'm going to burn that into element 116. I'm sure they have done that with back engineering crafts, because apparently they're taking out propulsion systems, and they're taking out propulsion systems out of alien craft and inserting a nuclear propulsion system, like the Bell craft, right, in Germany and stuff that works with red mercury and everything. All the chemicals that are in some of those craft, it could be very cancerous, very toxic, very dangerous. So that's why when I saw the one close to me in the yard, there people were saying, Bruce, that could be toxic. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, actually, it could be toxic. Shout out ban quite a few live chats and regular comments too. Désolé, sorry about that, man. Cat, that's how it is, eh? Absolutely. Those videos of UFO UAP superhighway is truly amazing, Bruce. Get that drone down there, Bruce, ASAP. Oh yes, beginning of the year, my friends. It'll be to get that, to accumulate the money, to check which one is the best, to learn how to use it. I'm looking up online now, getting a lot of information. I'm very nervous, I'm not rich, and you guys either sending me money, helping me here. So if I get a drone, I just hope it doesn't crash. Listen, Elon Musk crashes his $1 billion rockets, and I guess it could happen sometimes, but you know what I did with a telescope, right? Well, if I want to get drones, because I have some ideas, and I'm telling you, we're going to be able to show some people stuff that people never really did. Probably won't be allowed to do it, but I am going to do it. I'm not there to buzz planes. I'm not there to get close to planes. I'm not there to go over people's houses so that the drone can crash and hurt people. I'm there in the areas where I will be allowed to use it, maybe a wide open field, whatnot, to do some testing. I'll have to look up. I know people in Canada do have drones. It must be allowed to drive them in certain areas, but you have to be careful, right? Like farmland and whatnot. There's lots of... I'm basically going to be following all the cops in town. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be all over the place looking at shit. Going to be doing a lot of stuff. Lights that appear over the ripples, wave effects seem to be, to me, like they could be due to atmospheric conditions in our atmosphere. And it could be our atmosphere, but Paul, but don't forget, the moon also has an atmosphere. So based on what I'm looking at, it does seem, the way I'm going to show you, seem to be over the moon. But like you said, you could be absolutely right. Leah, I don't get notifications anymore. UK here. So sorry about that. It's a big problem that's happening to a lot of people. I know that. Daniel Brassa, thank you very much. Please leave the video rolling while we're talking about it. I will do, my friend, and I'm going to show it to us a lot of times. I got to blow my nose again. Allergies, Darla. Autriven. We are going to check out that video right now. Wow, Mojo's Mama B, thank you very much. Will you be able to get insurance on a drone? I thank you so much for even just mentioning that. So I'll have to check that out. Yeah, possibly I might have to. Anika, thanks again, you guys. Crazy Music Space Jam, Leah, and Mojo's Mama B. That's very good information. I guess, look, I had to insure the telescope, guys, at the price it's worth, that's for sure. Yep, Susan, that's what they do. They'll offer to my community members, to the subscribers, to the members, yeah. They'll offer old videos. When I just made a friggin' video and lots of videos this week, people are still asking me, when are you going to go into town to film that area? You guys know I did that over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. Oh boy. Get one that works, Christy, with the energy, her too. She sets combines on fire too with her energy. YouTube feeds that one in my general feed all the time. It's a great one. Well, it's funny. So that now you're at least telling me, you're actually confirmed for the first time and getting confirmation that you're actually getting offered the same video over and over again too. That too pisses me off, guys. That is not cool when you think of it. But if it's a good video, well, good. Maybe I'll get some views. See, Paul confirms you can only choose 720p on this stream. This is ridiculous, eh? Renette, thank you very much. Hi, Bruce. Love your content. Hey, I love you. Thank you so much, sister. I'm watching on smart TV. Awesome. Nice big full screen. Hang tight. You're going to see an incredible view, 5K view. Renette, please let me know what it looks like after I show you this incredible video that we're going to look at. Wait till you see that object smashing into the moon. I'm watching on smart TV. She says, I cannot leave comments unless I also sign in on my cell phone. I'm just learning that. Yeah, it's those of you watching on TV are not going to comment. Absolutely. Renette, I appreciate you. Best view is on the TV, so good for you. We're going to get into that video right now. Yann, merci mon frère. This is awesome. Yeah, I hear you, man. I get it. It doesn't like me too much either, actually. Thanks, Elias. We're a very family-like community here, Renette, and all these amazing people, Anika included, from Darla to everyone. We interact with everyone. Drew Hurst. Thank you very much, Drew, for being here, man. I'm always missing everybody. I know it. Okay, I'm being paged. Gotta go, everyone. Have a great day. Oh, to the Bat Cave, Leah. Love you, Leah. Thank you so much for everything. The range to ground finder bounce back up. Yeah, well, do you notice that when you go to a store or two, there's lots of people that have the energy problems. I'm one of them. And you go to a store, you go to the bank, you go somewhere, there's always something happening where there's sort of a problem with the computer, or a problem with this, a problem with that, but to the point where I can make a movie about it. Ah, like Skinwalker Ranch, Susan Ravella. Maybe they would respond. Maybe they bomb me. Or they would respond, hopefully in a good way. Yes, exactly, Susan. That's not crazy what you're saying. There's lots of stuff I wanted to do, Susan. I wanted to send I'd love to send my optical head up to space, the edge of Earth, with 6 big weather balloons to see what I could see out there and stuff like that. There's lots of stuff I'd love doing, boy. I tell you. What time is it? I have to still go down. How come? I'm gonna miss a whole bunch of people though, unfortunately. Mix Mayhem. Are you sure, bro? Well, I'm on the science channel right now. There's absolutely nothing. That's weird. Yeah? Give me a second. I'll tell you if there's a sunspot. I'm going to go see the sun. Give me a second. I went out to see the sun with my solar lens. There's nothing on it. So that's really weird. Phenomenon. Let me see here. Sunspots today. I'm happy my eye lasted till 25. We'll have just enough time to watch the video. Sunspot regions. Here too, there's no sunspots. No sunspots facing Earth. That I can confirm to you. So that means either they would not have written it here yet, which is a little odd. Let me see if I see up here. Up to my third website. I'm looking at NOAA, space weather predictions, 3-day forecast, geomagnetic storms, solar radiation storms. The start of a solar radiation storm is okay. Is solar activity high today? Let's see. Forecast today, very low activity forecast with occasional common class flares. There is a slight chance of moderate flares, with the main risk currently from the small sunspot just west of the southern center disk. No coronal mass ejections headed towards Earth at all. So again, I didn't see the information of that. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. Hear me out. But where I usually look, they did not mention that yet. So that's good to know. I'll be keeping an eye out, expecting to hear that, because you just said traveling at 1,500 kilometers per second. Really? You know how fucking fast that is? That never happens. But the peak is supposed to be big, though. October 26th, on top of it, a slingshot of a filament will miss the Earth. Maybe we're looking at two different suns, man. That's fucked up. I can't even. I went out with my solar filter, and the sun is a white ball. No activity or nothing facing me now, anyways. David's in the hospital. David in the house from his hospital bed. Really? David, brother. And that was at 2:10. So obviously, goddamn. How are you, man? I found out last stream that you were in the hospital, bro. Take care of yourself, man. There he is. Yes, David White with us from the hospital, man. You came to the right place. So we're going to be sending you a lot of energy. Be prepared for the beep beeps, and beep beeps are going to be, all the hospital equipment's going to be all screwed up, but you'll be fine. Waiting surgery on Tuesday, right on. Sorry if I didn't answer back. Don't feel bad at all. Vision a bit blurry from meds. Right on, man. P.S. Anyone see Dollar Vigilante's report of 200 miles per hour devastating hurricane? Yeah, I don't know. I know in Acapulco that started the damn thing. Category 5, and then it just went going. Hey, David White, man. Hang in there, brother. Saying hi to your kids. Sending out love your way, man. Right on, Paul. I'm anxious. See what y'all going to be getting, guys. We read that from Mix Ma'am. Thanks, Mix. Usually, pretty much. Our pleasure, David White. Yeah, Stephen A. There is shit going by the sun all the time. There's always debris. There's always something. And the sun is always active. There is always sunspots on the sun. Just right now, facing Earth is none, but there is some. So maybe the mention of Mixed Mayhem, what he said, it's offset from Earth, and for whatever reason they didn't mention it where I was. I'm going to be checking. They're probably going to mention in a couple of minutes if this just happened, like you said. Thank you very much. Gotta go. Hey, Star Hunter, man. Need Papa's attention. I'll catch up later. Right on. Sorry I missed you, man. Absolutely awesome. We're all thinking of you and sending positive energy, says Darla to our friend David White. Man, same here. And I consider you like a brother, honestly. Like straight up. Straight up. Yeah, you've been listening for a shit long time. And you're my type of funny. I love, I don't care if people say no, but I love Kai's, I call it a morbid twist of reality. I love it. He'll bring shit out sometimes. It's just straight up. And I love him for it. Check it out. Another awesome channel. Thank you very much, Anika. I've seen some of that, Susan. I've seen also, well, you guys know, I showed a star-like object that stayed there for 2-3 minutes in the sky and then took off. It was stationary. So they can even hold themselves stationary. Thanks, Darla. Yeah. Yeah, probably. It'd be interesting. Like, so it's like every so many years, you got a Julius Caesar or a Stephen Hawkins or a His Highness or a Bruce that's born. I had a double of me, a Susie, they call him, in town here in Valleyfield, actually, the town next to me, in Valleyfield, where my family members thought it was me picking in the garbage. And that guy that looked like me was a garbage picker in Valleyfield. And my mom said, I'm not lying. Hat, ponytail, because I had a long ponytail back in the day. Ooh. And the same hat and, same look and stuff like that, but it wasn't me. So I was like, ooh. Hey, Mojo's Mama B. It's because of the time, sometimes. But I was waiting to start the video, so now we are going to start it. Thank you so much, Anika. LA says the Canadian Space Agency on this platform posted astronaut answers question whether he is scared to go to moon soon. Interesting. It is interesting, LA. It's exactly, excuse me, it's exactly what I want to hear. Yeah, could you imagine that, His Highness? Definitely, but 250,000. What? Maybe just in the solar system? Could be probably a lot more. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're just like an eyeball left. We're nothing physical left. We're just the eyeball left looking. Thanks again, Mojo's B. You guys rock. I'm trying to scroll down to the bottom, but I guess I can't get to it. How come? Janine, mind control, sujet très intéressant. Oui, Janine, je te remercie beaucoup. Mind Control Incorporated. Yes, we are in a Mind Control Incorporated area, planet, for sure. Maybe they will bring Bruce on a 20 and back so he can go to the moon. I'm hoping. I'm actually hoping for it. Honestly, I keep getting asked by my guides, are you ready, Bruce? Are you ready, Bruce? And they keep answering me, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're not ready to go to the moon, Bruce. Stop pretending. Come on, Bruce. You're horrified. You're going to shit in the craft. You're going to piss on the floor in the craft because, they're going to want me to go to the bathroom. A little suggestion, if you guys go for a UFO ride, go for a whiz before and go to the bathroom and do not eat. Don't bring any gum in your mouth, nothing sharp in your pocket. You're going to be in for a hell of a ride. Actually, you don't move. You just lights and then you appear somewhere, right? All these UFOs or aliens are not traveling. They're probably quasi-projecting. We're seeing the movement because we're in movement, guys, but they're not moving at all. They're just coming in through a portal, making their own portals. Janine, je te remercie beaucoup. Un des sujets le plus intéressant, même, je te dirais. Elias, thanks, man. I'm sorry, man. I guess we missed the video for that. Z-Spin is here. Thanks as always, you guys. Huge possibly meteor over Oahu last night. Haven't seen video yet, but witnesses said bigger than a meteor. That's concerning. That is concerning. And that's what we're going to go see right now, actually. Poor guy. Right on, Renette. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. We are constantly dodging CMEs and asteroids. We have been, Mr. C, since the 26th of July. Yeah. Like I've said before, we're in a cosmic shooting gallery. Oh, yes. And lots of asteroids coming our way. And it only takes one to annihilate us. Yes. One big mama of 140 meters, and we are screwed. Absolutely screwed. Share the screen. Thanks to all of you who stuck around using my serious voice. There we go. Let's share the screen here. Should I make it bigger so that we can see the whole screen? Is that what I had to do? No, that's not it, Bruce. That's it. There we go. Bruce just disappeared. I'm still here, though. It's still me talking. And I'm going to make history. Oh, no, I won't. Let's check it out, everybody. So 2 lunar waves, strong enough. This is not the double lunar wave, and it's not, well, it is a double lunar wave, but it's a wave going over, can you guess the crater? And those 2 craters should be very common for you. Tycho-ish, right? Clavius on the left. So you look at Clavius crater, you're going to see a wave coming over it. The wave, this is the line. It goes from up to bottom, and it's going from left to right. It's going from right to left, actually. So look, take that into consideration. When Crow showed the lunar wave going by, it was also going from right to left. So there's a difference. Like maybe I could have got one going from left to right, but I haven't yet. So, right, take it with a grain of salt. So let's look at this one first. And it doesn't play. Come on. Bear with me. Energy. Let's try that again. Play. So you can see it like very well. There we go. Right off the bat, you can see it so freaking well that that's a lunar wave. And notice it's not the oscillation that you're seeing. And don't worry, we'll see it clearer than that. This is with a small telescope, guys. This is with a 4 3/4 inch telescope, just under a 5-inch telescope with my Celestron Maksutov Cosgrain. And you can see that wave going left and right. I'm doing forward and backwards. Here it is. Faster. You see it? 1, 2. 2 waves, guys. 1, 2. See that? 2 lunar waves. So when I caught it again and again, I'm catching it a double lunar wave. So there's something to that. So that means it's not a double wave. It could be one blanket of something going by that's that wide. You can't see my hands right now, but I'm showing my hands out wide. So again, over Clavius crater, that's one of the waves that wasn't easiest to see, but still very accessible and visually being able to see it. We're almost done here. Then we're going to jump into the 14-inch telescope with the Nikon D850 filmed in 4K. And we'll look at the 5K debris also. So are you sick of it yet? That's one of the lunar waves. So now I don't even know why this is in the video. Okay, let me see here. Okay. So we just saw that. Now we're going to skip over this part here. I'm going to skip over this part here, and we're going to look at an area This is where you're looking here on the top. You see me? I'm up here, there, up here. In the top, you're going to see that triangular shadow. Okay. This, and this, and this. I'm going to show you the construction all the way to here, the square crater with the pipe going by here, bumps here and this. You're going to see it very clear as it's going by. You're going to look over here too on this side as it's going by. This is where the other double lunar wave I'm going to show you. But first, I want us to take a look at the surface really, really close. Oh, there could be some music in that. Sorry about that. I bet you most of you are not going to see it. As it's oscillating, understand that this area is going to go continually clear, unclear, clear, unclear, clear, unclear, very clear. You got to look at all the building like objects here. And you look like that. It'll be in and out of focus all the time. But you have to watch that as it's going down there, and you're going to start seeing the buildings. I see them very well. It's maybe like Susan said, or Jules or Susan said that maybe people don't see what you're seeing. It could very well be. But just wanted to show that, just an extra little short clip to see the crater that's eaten away there on top. Lights up all the way, I think so. And you will notice very clear shots over there on the complete right of that white crater there. You see the connections of objects like right in the center, things connected. It's not always easy to see, but you don't have to add a filter to be able to really, honestly, really see it, you know. So that's where we're going to see the lunar wave. And this is with the smaller telescope too, but we're going to see the same area further out, but with the 14-inch telescope. So let's go ahead now to the lunar wave. There's the lunar wave. So this wave is going across the moon here. It's up here, top to bottom. There's two of them, and it's going in this direction towards here, this way. And you're going to see it really nice here going over the craters. And here too, you can see that there's like some objects. And so let's just take a look at that. No music, just straight up. So you notice it literally looks like maybe your television set when you turn it off. You know, back in the days, the old television sets, we'd see a line go by when you turn it on when your television's broken. Hey, Bruce, is it your television that's broken? No, it's not. It really wasn't. And you can see a double lunar wave, by the way. I hope you guys are counting the waves going by. You got one. Here's close up. You can see that it's a blur going by. It's some physical object or blur going by on the moon. Eh? You can see it very close there, very well. There's the second line going by, and you can really see it good when it goes over the crater. It's just this massive line that's traveling over, a fast radio burst. Is it a ripple? Is it because of the Big Bang, whether it exists or not? There was definitely other big bangs. Never mind the Big Bang they say that doesn't exist. How many times is there a bang out in space? And how many times is there a domino effect, right? So some people in theory are saying, look at that, are saying that it's okay, guys. What if I told you while we're watching this that we're looking through water? Now take that into consideration with what I said to you. Imagine this is a water wave. A ripple wave in the transparent ocean, water in a different state, possibly. Maybe that's the firmament, right? You see how it magnifies stuff? And again, that's the other one, same thing occurring, but a different time and event, right? Different viewpoints of a moving object. I wanted to show you this too. I've showed it before. Gives us an effect of foreshortening. So what is foreshortening? Because I got a really good question from somebody yesterday, and this is a really good answer back to you. Okay, my friend, Michael, this crater, it's not a crater, but they say it is, are two different moon phases where the terminator line was exactly beside this object. Earth placed and or tilted at a different angle, you're going to see that object differently. Look how this way it looks like it's a tower standing up, lying down, and here it looks like a floor board or something crossing over, right? I believe those are spaceships in theory. But check this out. There's that Son of a gun. There's that other tunnel here that I've showed you all, the towering object, which is, where is it? Right here. See, you can't see it? That's the same tunnel object as that object right there. So this is standing up more than this one, and this is standing up more than this one here, and that is due to foreshortening. It's the optical illusion that objects are lying down on the moon, and they say, science says, it's only because Earth is moving and you're filming another moving object, even though they say that the moon is tidally locked with us. I hope people know that the moon does rotate. The moon turns around just like Earth. So there's a bit of a view. There's that tunnel-like object, which I love. It doesn't look natural. And there it is on the bottom in the circle. Same area, differently seen, two different moon phases. And I mean, I tell you guys, I'm fascinated by this. See this? See the details on this rock or whatever that's there? Look at it here. It looks like NASA's, looks like a Concorde, right? Look at the nose and stuff. You see how they look different? Now I'm looking at it overhead. Why am I looking at it overhead here? Because this side of the moon came downwards, that phase. And this moon phase on the bottom, the top side of the moon went upwards. So the moon rolls back forward and backwards, to and from us as it's happening. So I thought it was cool to share that, at least, to see the differences of the surface. See all the colors that are there, everyone? It's all natural colors. There could be some refraction, of course. Here's a scary thing. If we can see some symmetry, whether there are buildings or not, what's hiding in the light surface area to the right of it? I'm really concerned, and I'm talking right there. What if underneath that haze, there are other large rectangles, much like the ones that we can actually see? And over on the other section, on the other side, so that's a fake one I just put up, right? The other ones are real, boy, I tell you. So white on white, we wouldn't see that under the cloud. And that's why I believe that they're using that white reflectivity. It's stupid. Simple explanation for the moon, guys. Nothing complicated. Let's say that section on the bottom where the question mark is, let's say I wanted to get a whole bunch of buildings there. You'd never see them, guys. You'd never see them because they're underneath all that haze, right? So I hope, smart TV, Renette, I hope you're enjoying this. This is debris or UFO because they're all traveling the same direction. People always think it's debris. Anyways, we're on the moon, or could it be between Earth and the moon? I can't say no. I'd be a liar if I said no, because we're talking theory here. But I assure you, I'm pretty sure it's in the moon's atmosphere. You can see how close I am, and we can see those dots going by. Okay, actually, here I want to show something that's not important to most, but that only a professional or a real researcher, like with a pro, is going to understand what I'm saying here. This light that you see here on the bottom, light or black smudge, its shadow is reflecting off of the bloody clouds on the moon. So I'm going to back it up, and you're going to see they all have shadows, by the way. You can see their shadows reflecting onto not the surface, but the haze on the surface, right? And I think that's pretty damn exceptionally exciting. Watch this. This here. There it is. Shadow right beside it. Look at it. You see that? What do you think of that, guys? You're going to see the shadow right beside it. I'm proving that that's on the moon. So do you guys understand why I'm saying it's not between the friggin' moon and Earth? That's in the moon's atmosphere. That UFO, its reflection is hitting the clouds and the surface, just like a plane does here when it goes by on a sunny day. So it's sunny on the moon. Okay? That's what we're looking at. Watch its shadow. There it is. Shadow right beside it. Oops. There's music there. We'll just leave it up. It'll be less boring. Oh, actually, music's pretty dramatic. I'm going to take the music down here. So we're on the moon in 5K. And we're looking at an object crashing down on the moon in 5K. That's it. Wasn't long, eh? Let's look at that in slow motion. Here we're in color. The color is reflecting off of that object like crazy. Here it is in a converted means as it's spiraling down to hit. Look at that. Well, look at that, guys. Each frame, you can see the object breaking apart as it's spiraling down towards the moon, which is not a satellite. See that? See how friggin' big that is. To give you an idea of how big it is, there's all the frames as we're going ahead. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. There it is, crashing down onto the moon. And now we're going to look at it with a red filter. Quite simply, you see where the light is showing when it's coming down? You see the incredible fire with a purple filter. Some of you have a better way of looking at purple objects and, green objects. And that's why I look at that, So now if I let it play like you suggested, I could, but I'm going to have to stop sharing. If not, I have to open another. Yeah, I won't be able to do that. So, well, we'll just look at it again a couple more times. Why not? Listen. Well, I'll answer questions about the lunar wave, the theories right after that. We'll spend a couple of minutes together, more than just 9 minutes. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. We do this every stream. We talk as long as there's questions and people talking and giving love to each other and talking. We just most often talk. But yeah, pretty cool. We can see it looks like a ripple water. Looks like you're looking in the bottom of an ocean, guys. So maybe the astronauts that would have to go to the moon would have to be divers. And we look at astronaut suits like a diver, that they're going into an ocean that is surrounded by Earth. I have a tendency of believing that there is water around Earth, honestly. I think there really could be water around Earth. Maybe it could be water in a different state or something like that. Just fascinating. Now, if some of you have hard time with your eyes or hard time seeing, you see the points in the middle of these craters? Can't think that's all coincidence, right? Notice how, excuse me, when the lunar waves or ripple go over these centers, you see an oscillation where you're literally looking like through something electromagnetic or a bowl of water with a ripple water in a pool, right? Where the ripple starts, it goes by, it starts to ripple. And then aside from that, it oscillates. And maybe that's why we see the oscillation on the moon too, guys, could be. So watch it once it goes over one of those center things and you'll see it really, it magnifies it. This is what I'm trying to say. Do you see it? I'm not crazy, guys. If this is being magnified, it's because you're looking through water. Water magnifies stuff. If you have a glass painting and water goes over your painting, what happens to the painting? The painting is three-dimensional, like a bubble, and it's sort of, not sort of, it's three-dimensional. So look at the lunar wave going over the centers of these objects, and it magnifies the crater. It brings the crater freaking closer. I see it very well with my eyes. There it is. It brings it closer. It's magnifying as it's going over it. It's like just like a magnifying lens, like a magnifying lens looking over. That could be the holographic system that is hiding everything. Imagine that if they're hiding everything, that could really be how they're hiding it. It's a friggin' lunar wave. And you see it going over it. I mentioned many times in the past, force field. We could be looking at a force field right here. Do you see it? Please let me know if you see it magnifying. Okay, watch this. Little things you're going to notice. When it goes over this structure is going to jump to the left. it's going to jump leftwards when that line goes over it. Now, some of you are going to say I'm nuts, but I'm not. And that's what's happening. Watch. We'll see it far, but we'll see it close up. See it dim and move over? Watch it. Moves over. So it's like we're looking through a wave. So did something or something, yes, someone hit the firmament? Is it a meteor that caused a ripple or causes ripples when something gets through the firmament? Or, because don't forget, those aliens are quasi projecting. They're probably not traveling around in space. So I don't think that aliens are actually traveling around in space. And I don't think we are going to be traveling around in space at fast speeds, unless it's to maybe try to get off of Earth. Why the hell could we not leave Earth? It sort of makes me laugh when somebody has confirmation that we can't leave Earth, because you never actually even went up over 30,000 feet. No, none of us have, guys. Unless you were working on a high flyer at 80,000 feet for the military, you're not going to see fuck all, So that's the lunar wave, double lunar wave that I was able to catch. Same thing as Crow's caught his 14 years ago, was absolutely incredible. And I'm able to confirm, because he asked people to be able to confirm it. Just letting you know, Crow, that it's not just one wave that went by the moon that you caught. There are continually waves going by. Is it more in the summer? Is it more in the winter? Well, the problem is I got it in the winter. So I think Crow got his in the summer. I'm not sure, so you got to wonder about that. So I hope you guys like that, seeing the lunar wave yet again, which I've already shown here before. Don't get mad. I'm going to scroll all the way down now before getting off here. 2:56. Right, there's a time here. Bruce, we call you crazy or nuts. Maybe we should define what is crazy or nut. There you go. There you go. Because definitely, I think crazy is good. If he says that, Darla, he's saying the opposite. Crow 777. Go look at my interview. Crow does not believe anybody can leave Earth at all. Crow confirmed that many a times, and he told me, sent me after the interview with Crow, he sent me a video, a 5-minute video of someone repeating itself. You can't leave Earth. 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 I took it as sort of a arrogant way of saying that you cannot leave Earth, but I think he's wrong, because you can. Because if not, Christ would not have come. No? How did Christ come here if you can't get through the firmament? Right? You're going to say, well, Bruce, God had the key. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah, because as long as I only drop it once in a while, as long as I don't do like Joe Pesky or something, dropping all the pucks all the time, that I would not do. I would not do that. Just once in a while to sound, because I do mean it, Speaking of hexagons, Saturn, you beat me to it, Anthony. What are you going to, let me guess, so you're going to talk about the hexagon that is seen on the very top of Saturn? Yeah. Symmetrical shape, not natural based on what I believe, and it could possibly be a UFO sitting right there on Saturn. Right on, Rose. Yeah, it could very well be. Maybe the in a training pool, or that's the force field that is around the planet. Okay, I'm not a Star Wars buff at all. Okay, but I'm a real Star Wars buff, like the real Star Wars. But in Star Wars, the movie, isn't that how they put down and put up the force field? Where you see when they come through and stuff. There's a lot of truth in some of the movies where they bring up stuff. Alien bees, that's even scarier than hell. Giant lit alien wasps. I'm telling you, we have no idea what, how serious some of this stuff that I'm filming and other people are filming could be. Some say tesseract shaped pole. Yes, uber weird. It is, Andrew. Right on, man. His Highness, I had a theory where crater stones rise and fall many times. One stone makes 1,000 craters. Oh, shit, dude. I like that one. You just made me think of something else. What about rotting stones? Exploding stones with methane, and the stones explode in the sunlight, and because they have humidity in them with the heat, they could explode also, and that would send a whole shitload of make a whole lot of other craters, depending on how big those boulders are, right? That's interesting, His Highness. Ever caught a meteor crashing on the moon? Why do those craters never change? Yes. Barnabé Guillaume, merci. Yep, you just looked at it. That was one object crashing onto the moon. I caught over 22 objects crashing onto the moon, causing explosions and smokes rising up too at the same time. Thanks a lot, Darla. Really appreciate it, you guys and gals. Thanks, Mr. C. Ronette, I'm happy you stuck around to see it. Thank you very much. Enjoyed very much. Have a great day ahead, y'all. You too, Ronette, and welcome again. Thanks, eh? Be free, man. Thanks, man, for appreciating it. See if you can use a camera with faster refresh. Yes, even if a 720p. Absolutely. I'm filming at 120, 132 frames per second. The 5K in that video and stuff, I have a Nikon D850. Check it out and see how fast the frames can go. Really fast framing on that. And that's why, Anthony, I always present it in a beautiful as I can way. And when it uploads, even if it does get downgraded to HD or 720p, usually it is a lot clearer than most. Yeah, that's true. The crazy is the old norm. That's true. Yes, we did see all you mentioned. Thank you. Thanks so much, Evelyn. Bruce, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you. I love you guys. 2D cross section of a tesseract. Interesting thought. Yeah, I see it, Paul. Right? Happiest of days, fellow travelers. Auric Vibe 1111. Thank you for everything. Thanks for coming back. All the generous support and help, you guys. I really appreciate it. We're going off the rails on it crazy. Don't get those songs in my head. I tried to play Kashmir. Boy, that's a very very hard song to be able to play. And I tried to do it acoustically, and I shared the link of the guy that was that did the work to play it, because I didn't come up with those notes at all. But I was trying to play that Kashmir. Doo-doo-doom, 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 doo-doo-doom. It was so hard, guys. I had a hard time. But check out my music channel, Bruce's Hollerin'. If you want to check it out, it's called Bruce's Hollerin'. Bruce's music channel, actually. It's called Bruce's Music. The earth is flat, and it don't move, a spin, or rotate with a dome firmament above. Wake up, people. Eric Freeman. Okay, man. That's Eric's opinion. Believes that the earth is flat. It doesn't spin or rotate. I like that one, because if it was rotating or spinning, it would be a little odd. Or maybe we're the only ones spinning and nothing else is spinning around us, because we are creating the magnetism and controlling everything to repel from us, not to kill us, if Earth is a spaceship. Thanks for sharing that, Eric Freeman. We're going to have to prove it. That's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, that's a scary thing, eh? The soul pole. John Lear used to think that the moon was a soul recycling machine. Thanks, Rose. Wish I could respond properly to each of you. Thanks for being here, man. I know that's what I mean too. Emphasis. Right on, LA. Yep, crazy train to the moon. Tickets for us all. Me, Susan, I've had some remote viewing experiences on the moon. And I can tell you all one thing, and I want to hurry up and say it before anybody else says it. On the moon, I'll say I believe, okay? I believe that there are so many trains on the moon and vehicles being controlled. I believe that the moon is an automated surface. People living on the inside are not allowed to be on the outside because of maybe toxic chemicals if they are mining or producing some really fucked up shit. We have no idea what they are producing, right? I believe it as highness. I said it many a times. Call me crazy, Alex, or not. Living on the moon, there are 10-wheeler drivers. They are driving around and hauling all that shit. And it's the trucks with the big tires that go around in the mining pits all around Earth. Those big ass tractors. They don't have any trucks or they do have trucks, I believe, on the moon, but they don't have necessarily the pipin like tractors, that are I'm looking for my English. I'm sorry. Just tractor with a shovel. Duh. It could be that the tractors and the shovels are in one area because I believe the whole surface is used partly for mining. So you're going to see conveyors, which you wouldn't see, but it's going to be under the hazes. Hundreds of thousands of conveyors. You want to know something interesting? Here on Earth, how do they do that in quarries? Break up the rock. They mine. They use dynamite in one end of the quarry. It explodes, causes large fragments. You need a tractor to go to those fragments, to pick up those fragments, put them on conveyors so they can be crushed. It makes a lot of dust. This is on Earth here, guys. Makes a lot of dust. And then they have to bring that off to another area. So for them not to be driving around on the moon, the craters would have to have lines and connections going to and from them. And that smoky shit that you see over top of it is definitely a smoke and or haze from that mining. Or, guys, they could have hoses of vapor on the side making clouds, the clouds with boiling water. It's so stupid to be able to hide something. Look at the cloaked craft. You don't think there's any cloaked craft here on Earth? It's a little scary that we see them all driving around when they could actually be all invisible. What is that all about? Lots of stuff that comes out, lots of different theories that comes to the table when you think of a whole bunch of different stuff. Oh yeah, I killed off Satan a long bitch ass time ago. I don't want to have anything to do with that thing. What are tar fats or two fats? The only too fat in this town was me, dude, but I lost weight. Yes, Darla, thank you. Tonight, guys, we will be streaming at 8 o'clock. Let's make some energy happen. Let's make Tim Burchett appear on News Nation today, right now, in a couple of hours, to talk about what day the UFO report's going to be. It happens all the time to me, guys. I'm telling you, by tonight's stream, maybe I'll have the date. And is it going to be October 31st for Halloween? I'm pretty sure that's the date that they're going to be doing the report. Alien wasps, I'm never going outside again. I know, it's just the thought of it, Anthony, sometimes. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. This was another amazing stream, everyone. Thanks for the generous contributions to and all the help to the channel. Women are from Venus. Men are from Uranus. Yeah, it could possibly be. I'd love to go to Venus, get dropped off. Hey, maybe they got like 3 boobs and stuff. Guys, sorry. Start telling the truth. The earth is flat with a dome above it. Well, it's one or two things, Eric. You're either full of shit or you're absolutely right. You know what? You're proving that you're wrong because only the liars scream. Ever see Trump screaming? No. Ever see Biden screaming? No. Yes. If he's not falling down the stairs, I think Eric needs guidance. Either he doesn't know fuck all or he does, You're wrong, Eric, and you'll never be able to prove it. Good luck. Eric Greenman, I've thought that we live in a terranium. I like that. I believe that the firmament that's around us is like glass, but it's the effect of the glass. We are in a vacuum, I believe. Speaking of crazy, I prefer that title than being asleep, like my 6 siblings. Yeah, take it down a notch there, Mr. Friedman. God created life, all rock, mud, sand, moons, etc. is dead life. Exactly. And God also created those demons that are flying around. Yeah, but Bruce, they weren't bad. I didn't say they were. I'm just saying God created everything that's here on earth. And I say that to a religious person and they get mad at me. How the hell how the heavens can somebody get mad at me for saying that? I don't think the sun moves. I think the sun is actually stationary. Maybe it's Earth that is moving without rotating. Maybe it is a flat plane. I doubt it. It could be stationary and flat. That part, maybe. You got a maybe from me. But start telling the truth. The moon is inhabited, Eric. Did you know that? That's the truth. They're bringing your children there. They're chopping off your testicles and they're experimenting on your animals. That's what they're doing. What do you think is inside of all the craters? Those are openings and entrances to go inside. The highways that we have here on Earth are straight. The highways over there go downwards. They're tunnels. They fly. They don't drive around unless they're picking up hauling rocks. Even maybe with that, they're not hauling rocks. So Mars moon monolith. That's another thing I'd have to look into, some stuff on Mars. Many cameras on different computers too. You said it, Anthony. You know it. The wave will be seen on all of them. Exactly. And they'll be seen differently on all of them. And probably each and every one of you here right now witness what I just showed differently. Maybe even some of you saw it clearer than I was able to see it myself. Thank you very much, Paul. Thanks for coming back, man. Mr. Hawkins. Big props to Bruce for trying to read and respond to everyone's comments. It's not an easy task. No, it's near impossible. And I know I missed a whole bunch on top, guys. I'm sorry about that. Gaza flight escalates. Get under your desk, kids. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. So they went in, the Israelis, with the ground excursion, let's say. Bruce, do you remember months ago, hubby and I thought we were seeing things when we saw the moon ripple. So we asked you, and yes, that you confirmed it for us. Absolutely, Evelyn Saba. Yeah, I do remember. Hope you and the hubby are doing well. I love you guys. Before I get off here. There you go. There's always something that can counteract what somebody says about flat Earth. Well, I could tell you another thing. How come objects are being pulled into the moon's atmosphere? Because it has a magnetosphere. I believe the moon does have a magnetosphere, right? Just like Earth. And it's pulling stuff towards it. That magnetism is what that lunar wave could be, or ripple that we saw over top of it. If it's flat, where do we get gravity? Very well said, Alex. Very well said. How are we suspended? It would make no sense that we're suspended there, unless we're stuck in some type of gelatin and we're actually floating like an iceberg, in this gelatin. And that's why once in a while we go by the sun, we're like this. Once in a while we go by like a ship that rocks, and then we're on that side. The theories are incredible. The spin, I'm not drunk, everyone else is spinning. Well, exactly. Look at Julius Caesar, who says, I am the center of the universe. And he believed that the universe, the entire universe and galaxy, was revolving around him. Some people said because he was very arrogant. No, it's because there was no TV or internet, and he's staring every bloody night at the sky as he's sitting outside wondering who's going to attack him, Brutus or something, whatever he's doing. And he's witnessing that, all the stories, Buddhists, Buddha, Confucius, spending time alone to understand your emotions. Go for a walk, guys, for 2 hours. Do you know what you think of when you're going for a walk? You must agree with me. You don't think of the same things when you're in the shower in your car. You're walking alone, you think of other stuff. You're always focusing on yourself. I'm talking to myself all the time, not an actual conversation. My inner guide, big friggin' mouth, always talking, always telling me some stuff. Right? Inner mind consciousness, it could be that. It is our consciousness, our actual spirit guide, and that we're communicating through the brain with it. Eric's destroying everything. Stop it, Eric. Stop destroying everything. Now we don't have any gravity, dude. How the hell am I sticking to this ball? Don't say because I'm fat, please. And you got to think that Earth is probably be spinning quite a bit, and that's why our feet stick to the ground, Hey, Darla, I had a dream the other day. Imagine me and Pat going down when we were both really heavy guys. I had a dream the other night. Pat and I, Pat Crossard, we were in La Pitoune at La Ronde, and his wife was on the bottom filming us. And when we came down, well, I never met her. When we came down, we sprayed her so bad that she disappeared into the river. I dreamt of that the other day. I said, I guess I'll share it with Darla. That made no sense. We'll only be able to prove that Earth is flat if it is from space. Absolutely, Patty. 100%, bro. I agree with you 100% about that. Patty, thank you very much, man, for being here since the time you are. I want to learn how to remote view. How do I learn? You just do it. You just go with the flow of the matrix and let yourself go wherever you want to go. And I guess, well, I'm not going to hide it. When I astral traveled, it wasn't because I tried to leave my body. It's something that happened that scared me. That's how I learned about some stuff like that. But remote viewing doesn't come from you forcing your mind to think of what could be on the moon. Let me think, well, what's on the moon? Let me try to, it's focusing on the moon quite simply, and any energy that's there or any past lives or past experience that you have, I believe that it comes through us. And most of us are probably going to say, well, it's probably just my intuition talking or something. So it's very hard to find out the difference for me anyways, when you're talking about to your guide or not. Am I talking to myself or am I talking to my guide? It's hard to know. Le terre est plat, est plate en tabarnak des fois. J'aurais aimé ça être capable de faire la traduction en anglais avec celle-là. Unfortunately, that one, you can't translate it. That was a good one. He says, yeah, you just can't translate it. Flat in French is also an expression, something that's not cool. Oh, it's flat in French. C'est plate. So like he says, he writes, the earth is flat. And he says, is really flat sometimes, which in other words, he just quite simply said, Earth is boring sometimes, a little stupid sometimes, basically crazy. Yeah, that's how it is. Before I get off here, thanks everybody, eh? Why is the Pacific higher at the Panama Canal on your ooh, Eric, you're fucked. No, that's I like that one. I like that one. Careful there, His Highness. You're gonna prove that it's curvature exists there. Take it down a notch. Smash that damn like button. I really appreciate it. To all you 96 people watching right now, smash a like button. Please. Please. Susan, if it wasn't for you and a couple of you that are mentioning that to me, and sadly, I haven't done a podcast there in a while there, and I'm missing doing it. But yeah, I should, Susan. I'm so careful. I'm afraid of what people are going to think of me because it's a really ridiculous situation with some of the stuff that happens. It's a really ridiculous situation, exaggerated, like defies laws of physics sort of thing that's always happening to me. So we have trains. No, see, I can't even see trains anymore. Just everything. I'm so indoctrinated. We have trains from USA to North Edmonton bringing special sands. There you go. To fill our fracking. Yes, digging gas from rock. Absolutely. Absolutely. LA. That's a great mention. Hunting Beach in England as hundreds off moons falling out of the cliffs. Interesting. Thanks for sharing that, guys. Like balls of light skipping across the lunar surface. Yeah, I filmed some of that too. Leaving those dotted tracks. Interesting. I can't speak on the veracity of those vids though. Well, I guarantee you, ever heard of okay, if there's water on the moon and there was floods, we're going to see lines of rocks with lines behind them. It could also be that some meteors entered the real way, which is sideways, because that's how an asteroid or meteor is attracted to a planet. It doesn't go down like that. Nothing crashes and hits. It's pulled in, it goes around the moon or any celestial object, and then it starts getting heavier and heavier and heavier and being pulled in towards the centrifuge, right? The core, the gravity. If there's a magnetosphere, they say. Why is shit being pulled down on the moon? I have no idea. Want to feel your third eye? I've been itching it all friggin' day. Close your eyes, look up. Yeah, yes, that's true. Just a little bit and clear your mind. That, and if you guys just do that sometimes, anyways, call me crazy. Just thinking about spinning an old fashioned kids' playground. Ah, yes. I've been spun off many times as a kid. See, well, see, now it's saying the opposite. Gravity is also repelling you, right? Yeah, exactly. Gravity's pulling, whether it's pulling to the centrifuge, or whether it's pushing, or there's a pull on the outwards, outer gravity, inner gravity. That's a good one, Patty. You said it. Being pulled outwards, but that's what happens when something rotates. When something rotates, you are pushed outwards. So maybe the universe is spinning and it's pushing us onto Earth. Opposite way around. I'm losing it. Elena Danon. I in theory would believe it. Yes, especially on the moon. And we're talking about exactly the methane or whatever that comes out of these rotting stones, like under the volcanoes here on Earth. Lely Sweden, thank you, Carl. I love them. Love top. Are you like me? You know, top hats. I always wanted to wear one. I'll never have the occasion to want to wear to have to wear one, unfortunately, because I would wear one. Right on, Renette. Eastern for me here. I'll be starting at 8:10. We should still be here for $666. Yeah, I wouldn't pay that for it. I wouldn't want to wear that. Hauser, thanks, man. Celestial Magnetic, thanks for coming back, y'all. Paul, thanks again, for coming, you guys. The spraying here too at night, man. Driving straight through from Tennessee to Canada, the Earth's curve is noticeable. You can even feel going north. Yes, and there's even videos about that. That's true. I heard that. Yeah, man, smell better. Oh wow. Yeah, they're infecting you there. Yep. Anika, thanks again, eh? Carl, thanks. Thank you from Sweden. Thank you very much for being here, man. Law of physics, we see the curve. Earth isn't flat. That's right. It should be. I'll tell you what, Renette. I believe Earth is not flat, not perfectly flat. I believe Earth is not round, is not perfectly round. I believe it has holes inwards, invertedly, like some of you have mentioned to me. Like I've mentioned many times, basketball, that the air is coming out of it, where you punch in only one side and you start seeing that basketball implode and get soft. That's how I see our Earth. Our Earth is a smashed in basketball. When you back up from that basketball and take an image, you're going to see it round. Every star, every light you're going to look at, every planet you're going to look out there in space, you're going to see it round, because you see everything circular, because your eyes are round, is what I believe. Crazy, eh? That's what I believe, that in theory. So I am going to get off, y'all, because I do have another stream coming up, and I hope you all enjoyed this stream. Same here, Darla. I'm out of here, y'all. Should the Southern Cross and North Star the same sky on your flat Earth? Yeah, man. As Hired just brought up some good points. Bruce, you're just a red-blooded male. It cracked us up with your humor, brother. We have so many grandsons, so we get your humor. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks to the grandsons. If not, you wouldn't understand me. Love it. Love you. Love you even more, my friends. With you and the hubby, love you guys. Just so real. Thanks for appreciating it. Thanks for appreciating it. Paul, that's a good one. You're probably right. Yeah, nothing is stationary. If you look at it, the solar system is moving. You have the sun that's moving around the solar system in the Milky Way, and at the same time, you have Earth in an elliptical orbit, supposedly around it, with the moon simultaneously locked in rotation, affecting tides and whatnot. Yeah, this, our head's spinning at least. Yes, we are, bro. I don't believe there's anything outside of God. Religious people don't care for that opinion. That's true, eh? That they don't care for that opinion, probably, but I respect it. I like those opinions. I like ideas. The ideals of others don't change my mind. It helps me make more decisions. I like having other choices of stuff. I don't feel forced or indoctrinated by anybody. Yes, big shock, Andrew. You're right about that, man. They exist. A bunch of Nazis for sure. Just us, Kai. LA, congratulations. Might treat myself a bit tonight. You should. And that's also a good thing if you're limiting yourself like that with the alcohol. That's very good. I'm doing it too. Lots of limiting with the alcohol, because I'm afraid while fasting, if I was to drink beer, especially, I'm just gain weight again. Try to have a little glass of wine. I have some once in a while, but drinking alone, you don't drink as much either. It's not quite the same. Maybe after a stream, have a little quarter glass, but then it pretty much finishes there. Guys, yeah, true. I don't think so, Be Free Man. I see that's all you're saying, Eric. Your opinions are always welcome here, Eric. Absolutely. It's always been, man. Thank you very much, Paul. Before I get off here, thanks for sharing what you believe, Eric. Yeah, I just get a good laugh when I see somebody say, Bruce, tell the truth now. I am truth, brother. I promise you. NASA isn't here to advance the knowledge of the general population, but to hold secrets and flat out lie. The Bible is axiomatic, as always. You bring some good information to the table, and I agree with you on that one. Thanks. Yes, I'm off too, Julian. Julian, still the gym. Hey, pumping more iron. Julian Age, thanks a lot, brother. Yes, Carl. Damn V. Richard Crooks. It makes me laugh when you see the Mars rover full of dust and dirt. The next time you see it, it's clean. What's up? They're dusting it off. You said a mouthful, Richard. It's true. It's true right there, what you said. You know, it makes no sense. That is really true what you said. It becomes full of dust. You can even see that it's full of dust, and all of a sudden, oh well, it was so windy, it just blew the dust off. Yeah. Right. I know I don't. Static solar system of gravitation. Now you're talking. Friction. Honestly, friction. He's a smart guy. Friction. No, I think that's what you sort of meant. Like balloon on the head and it sticks to the wall, right? But only for a little while. For it to continue sticking, you have to have another movement, right? So the universe could literally be like that machine Leonardo da Vinci made, His Highness. You know exactly the one I'm talking about, where it shows these stars and the planet going by the suns. Hey, you know how he did that with the metal arms going by at the perfect time? He's got the sun going by slower. He's got the earth going by, that's incredible. But often I think of it. Imagine somebody, actually, I thought of it, but I've had a lot of you that even told me, Bruce, imagine the sun and the moon being on like a roller coaster thing. Like, I'm not expressing myself properly, like on a ramp or something. Okay. A line or a ramp, metal going around, right? But that metal's invisible. Let me give you a little heads up. A lot of people are, and then I'm going to get off here. A lot of people are stressed out about the robots that they're making. What are you all going to do, and me, when the robots, they start using camo on them and camouflaging them, where the robots will be in woods and the robots will be driving around or flying around in their stupid invisible suits that they're going to have. The robots, what they're doing, they are definitely going to be used to drag us out of the houses. So, all those metal parts that are all over the moon for some reason? Maybe they tried to take over the moon and the moon people won. And then the elites left and came over here to piss us off and cause shit and allowed the breakaway civilization there, or aliens that were on the moon. Maybe we are made of a mixture of other aliens. I think that's pretty much it. When you go on the moon, you're going to see some black Chinese people there and Arab. I don't think there's going to be any difference, right? I am off, guys. Andrew, everybody, thank you very much for your ideals. And of course, I'm sorry for the ones I missed. Eric, thank you for debating with me and not getting upset. Absolutely. I respect all of your opinions. And His Highness, you brought up some good points. You're going to have to double check what His Highness is saying, because I think he's proving this curvature. Right on, everybody. I love you all. Talk to you all very soon. And thanks for the generous contributions. If you're here, it's an amazingly generous contribution. Thanks for the thumbs up and subscribing. Talk to you all at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight's stream. Bye-bye for now.